Hello, all my kings and queens. I hope you are having a beautiful day. I hope you are ready to let your inner lion come out and play this weekend because, oh my friends, we have fireworks in the sky, and I am going to dive into multiple days of astrology. So we're going to look at the karmic lesson that we're working with today as far as a square from Venus to the nodes of fate, and we're gonna move into future days because this girl's going camping where I will not have cell phone service and cannot create any content for you, so you'll have to wait until Tuesday. But I will leave you with an incredible fireworks show because man, June 11th is packed full of awesomeness. We have Jupiter and Venus, our benefics of the zodiac, coming together to make a square. We have the moon moving into Aries. We have Pluto moving back into Capricorn at 29 degrees. We have Mercury moving into his home sign of Gemini. And then to top it off, we have Gemini trining Pluto. So wow, friends, so much astrology on that day. I'm going to break it down. So let's dive into today. Whew. All right, so briefly, our moon, she has made a trine to the sun this morning around 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, checking in with that yin and yang, making sure we're balanced, feeling good. Then she moved into, quickly after that, a sextile to Chiron. Chiron is going to be a big player this weekend because we are jumping into some healing. So Chiron and her checked in, and then shortly after that, she made a square to the house of Taurus. And, oh, backing up, Chiron is in Aries, by the way. So moon making that square to Uranus and Pluto in Taurus. So checking in around sudden shifts, up levels. Here we go, we're changing, we're evolving, friends, and this weekend is definitely a special one. If we do the work, which is today, then we will be rewarded by Sunday. A whole new world is ahead of us, and really a whole new world around Venus topics. So what she represents is all things we find beautiful: creativity, art, music. She represents relationships, from platonic friendships up into the most intimate, beautiful love. And then she represents finances, all things that we, the money that we earn to buy the beautiful things that we love. That's what she is. So this is where we're shifting and changing this weekend. She is our big player. So here we go. What's happening today is at 2:45 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Venus will be squaring the north and south nodes, 90 degrees away from both. What this means, friends, is that we are being asked by Venus to look at past challenges when it came to the Venusian topics I referenced earlier. Where do we have some heartbreak, some maybe scarcity complexes? Maybe we've been feeling just not creative, but we know we have this deep reservoir within us and we just can't tap it. Today is the day to identify those things and then choose to say, to lead, to move your life into the direction of making the shift. Because what a north node square, south node square to any planet is a skipped step. So in your past, where have these painful things around what I just mentioned bubbled up, and you know it's deep down? We're going to extract that pain today by choosing the north node. Our north node is our direction, it's our purpose in this lifetime. It is not the most comfortable situation. We'd rather stick with our south node, which represents all of our past life energy that we've really cultivated. So this is not easy. So friends, I just want to tell you that you can do this because Jupiter is helping you, but also because you can do this. But with the help of Jupiter, he is the benevolent, beautiful amplifier of positivity. He loves to bless and bestow you with gifts and wisdom and all of this lovely abundance. So here we go. Let's dive into the next day. So on the 9th of June, Friday, we have, we're leading into our passed our skipped step. So we've made our choice to move into that direction of uncomfortable but growth, positive growth. And the next day, Mercury, before it enters into its home sign of Gemini, so it's kind of learned its lessons as it's traveled all the way through Taurus. It's picked up a lot of information there because it retrograded. And so now it's at the end and it's making a sextile to Neptune. So we are taking in all that we've learned and downloading it into our higher self. And then we're getting that feedback and that balancing of information with that beautiful sextile. That'll come in at 3:10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So definitely the ability when you wake up to access a higher mind state, a beautiful time to start your day with meditation, maybe a walk in nature, and maybe some journaling. So definitely Friday morning, Friday, make it a beautiful Venus day, because later on our inner guru is just going to be super tuned in. So that journaling, meditative practice will help you to get to that elevated healing level, because the moon will be sextiling Chiron. Or I'm sorry, not the moon, our sun. So our life path will be invigorated with healing energy. The inner guru, Chiron, one of my most favorite asteroids. It is all about looking at our shadow self and healing it and then becoming the teacher. So this ability to look at those painful parts and feed that part a lot of love to elevate, amplify, and evolve, friends. That's the name of the game. So wow, there we go. We have this lovely ability to tune into forgiveness and healing. And then Saturday, we're still working with the energy I've kind of mentioned on Friday. But then, friends, Sunday is the fireworks show. Here we go. It's pretty amazing. We start off at 3:40 a.m. Mountain Standard Time with Pluto retrograding back into Capricorn. Pluto is making its first retrograde out of 3. From Aquarius and back into Capricorn, where you'll just be feeling these same themes coming up. We're going to really wash them out and make sure we get them nice and purified before Pluto moves on into the sign of Aquarius for, gosh, it's like 2043 that he will be there. So a long time for Pluto and Aquarius. But all right, so that will definitely bring back themes that were in play prior to March. March was when Pluto went into Aquarius, so you will be revisiting Capricornian themes. If you know where Capricorn is in your house system, you'll know a little bit more about that. So the next thing that happens, it's about the same time that this does happen, which is beautiful, is Mercury, after gleaning all that information from Taurus, moves into his home sign of Gemini. When a planet is in its home sign, it is like it is at home. It can walk around naked. It can eat ice cream out of the tub, that kind of lovely energy. So Mercury's our ability to communicate and to analyze intel and all of those mercurial topics, which also comes like commerce, just people, the hustle and bustle, communication, all of that is just really upped and amplified our ability to do that. So right as this goes down, it makes a lovely trine to Pluto, because Pluto is at 29 degrees. So they're just missing each other in this lovely motion of Mercury entering and Pluto exiting a house. Very potent information found in that transitory world, if you will. So a power up for our Mercury, communicating these deep feelings and connecting dots. A lot of these intense karmic misstepped dots that are deep in our psyche. You know, that's why the moon has been checking in with all these players the last couple of days. So, all right, we move on to the next fun thing that goes down. Those two things, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, were 4:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So Pluto, then Mercury, then we have the moon making the next move at 7:21 a.m. Mountain Standard Time as she moves into invigorating fire sign of Aries. Aries is a leadership sign. So this is very much like, all right, new way of doing life. We have up-leveled into that North Node through our Venusian topics of past pain, and we are now going to like lead with a charge. This is like invigorated, positive. Like, I like to think of this Aries energy as the igniting energy right as a match is lit. So this very like, whoa, we got it. Lead the way kind of energy. So definitely a beautiful thing for our moon to experience as far as our emotional nature. We are ready to up level, friends. And then here is the most exciting part of all. What happens at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time at 5 degrees and 38 seconds is our lovely Venus in Lion sign of Leo makes a square to our lovely Jupiter in Taurus. So this is always a good energy. Whenever you have the two benefics coming together in the zodiac, it doesn't matter if it's a square, good things are going to happen. The only negatives that might happen are a tendency to overindulge. There is some Mean Girls, if you know that movie, tendencies, kind of cliquey, superiority stuff going on, and maybe the tendency to use others to get ahead. But those are very minimal. Really, what happens when these two lovely characters come together is positive vibes galore. Literally, like good outcomes left and right. There's harmony around relationships, around current life changes that we're working towards to implement. Hello, Venus square North Node. Yes, you know, backing up, I missed a really beautiful numerical detail of all of this. So that square that's happening today at 2:45 p.m., Venus is at 3 degrees and 5 seconds of Leo. The North Nodes are at 3 degrees and 5 seconds, the North Node at Taurus, and the South Node, 3 degrees, 5 seconds of Scorpio. And then our lovely, lovely Jupiter, that lovely friend who is conjunct the North Node, is at 5 degrees, 3 seconds. So the numbers are flipped. But an important part that I missed is that the North Node is conjunct Jupiter, friends. Okay, so now having that knowledge, knowing that our purpose is being amplified by this benevolent Ganesh, bestower of goodness energy, we now have the Benefics, lovely Venus, and lovely benefic planet of Jupiter coming together. So this is a time to tap into serious fun, creativity. Go see a play, go enjoy the arts, go see a gallery. There is just so much creativity in the cosmos flowing. There are definitely abundant connections to be made with this energy. So through relationships at platonic levels, all the way into intimate relationships. And remember that skipped step of Venus, maybe it is tied to deep emotional sadness that you have the opportunity to make some moves to get into that higher realm of life. So, you know, make those connections. With Jupiter involved, they are victorious, they are virtuous connections. So very supported energy this weekend, friends. We have to do the work. We have to identify what we need to heal, but healing is the name of the game. This is an expanded understanding of love, of relationships, of beauty, of finances, of these Venus qualities. So wishing you oh so much love this weekend. Enjoy the fireworks show. I will miss you. I will be prancing around with my lioness self at a music festival where I will be dressed to the Venus Leo tease. So I hope you have an incredible, amazing, love-filled weekend. Mwah! Wishing you so much love and joy.